talked to a David who was so despondent in his loneliness. He relegated himself to being alone forever and said so. And on his dating profile, it wrote, "This is my 11th attempt at a dating website." And to be honest, I'm not really sure what that means, 11 attempts. Like you're on 11 different dating apps, or you've used this one 11 times. And it struck me as odd because such a handsome man like he could be so desperate. And I told him as such, and he told me I didn't know what I was talking about, and maybe I didn't, but one is not given that which is sought out for, unless so admitting failure like that. To go with the flow is better than being alone, because at least then there's no one to consider but yourself. I think he was sad and alone and felt like the world was rushing around him and he was crushed underneath. And it made me feel some type of way, and I feared that that might be me at 50, but maybe not. The world hasn't crushed me yet, and I have a crush on the world. I sometimes want to stop living, stop breathing, stop feeling, but what would be the alternative? Death is something that is so common and unknown and scary, but so is life. Also, I have so many packages yet to come in the mail. Consumerism saves the day again. And this isn't a hot take, it's just the way things happen. Things break and things repair. There's so much more to life than being partnered. But at the same time, it feels nice to be in a universe of your own, two people creating an intimacy. And as time goes on, I find I'll need to grow to be okay with being alone. Not because no one will love me, but because I need to declare independence from my doldrums, from my loneliness, from the fear that it won't happen for me. Because what happens is that life doesn't need to be a constant struggle. It just happens that way. Traumas and tribulations are all of my concern, but to move past them is to grow. So many are by themselves and thriving, and I envy them. All I ever want and need is to be held, cuddled in a bed with attention being paid to me. It's a currency that always has such a forgiving exchange rate. And when it's gone, it's missed, but when it's there, it's avoided. For how many times can a man accidentally pull my hair underneath the weight of his beautiful body? Like so many contradictions that exist in our world, the unsexiness of availability is one that leaves me at a disadvantage. And I'd like to be aloof, but that's just not me. I want it to be known that I have feelings for you, and that I love you, and that you are not alone. But I am alone. Unlike David, though, I still have hope. Dumb and slutty hope. I want the best for David because he deserves it. I have no idea who the fuck he is, but we all deserve it. And my desire is that a man would want to lift me up and keep me there. But I'm so impatient. So for now, I'll just buy a stepladder.